Hey everybody, it's Scott. No, I'm not doing a painting video today, but I might put some more on later on. What I want to talk about was a video that we posted earlier this week describing the house that we have for sale up in the panhandle of Texas. A lot of people were asking about the house because there wasn't really much information except for maybe, just the video. The house is 6,074 square feet. It is a Spanish type home, and so it's got the tile roof and the stucco on the outside. And of course, this is the dining area with the 10 seats for seating, with this mesquite table, which matches the floors, which are also mesquite that was harvested out of New Braunfels back in 1986. Speaking of 1986, that's when the house was built. The house was built by the Blodgett family. Mr. and Miss Blodgett lived here, and they were pillars of the community. Mr. Blodgett was in the Army Air Corps, and he flew missions in World War II in India to fight the Japanese that were there at the time, causing havoc. So he's a really cool guy. He came back. He bought the granary here and sold it, and then invested into oil. And when he started getting that oil money is when he started having all this, hey, let's build this really cool house. Now the house is located in Spearman, Texas, which is approximately an hour and a half north of Amarillo. We are an hour away from New Mexico. We are 30 minutes away from Oklahoma, and an hour away from Kansas. So we're kind of like in that big area there. Now, if you were wanting to travel to Colorado, it's about 2 hours away at an angle. The house itself sits in the middle of town. It takes up a great area of property. Imagine 5 houses in a row, and that's how many houses it would take to fill the property on this house. It is a single resident home. It has 3 bedrooms. There's the main bedroom, which has its own little wing of the house, and it is the bedroom which leads into the bath area, which has its own vanity, a jet tub. There's a closet in there, which is a walk-in closet, and it has its own area for shoes that go from the top to the bottom of the wall in the back. There's a lot of room for everything. The house has built-ins throughout, and so that means that you really don't need furniture, which is really cool. Even though we had furniture when we came here, we had to kind of get rid of it because there was no need to have it. As big as this house is, it really doesn't require that much furniture. Now, if you wanted to put a grand piano or something like that in, it's got plenty of room for that sort of thing. What we bought for this house was a couch, a really large couch, to go in front of the fireplace where we put the TV in front of. And then we bought a bed for each room, for the Jack and Jill rooms that are in the other wing, which is next to the library where I do all my painting. Those are fairly big rooms as well. You could actually put a king-size bed in those. The house itself is about, let's say, 6,750 non-livable space. I mean, livable space and non-livable space all together. What that means is I have a patio back there. I don't know if you can see that. And on the other side of the house, I have another little area for a plaza. And that's where I have my barbecue pit and my hammock and all that kind of stuff. We have a lot of plants out there and some and some patio chairs and that sort of thing. This room itself, we usually don't use it except for like Christmas and Thanksgiving, so it doesn't remain used, but there are insets here for plates and serving, that sort of thing. The house itself is electric and gas. We have 5 air conditioners. Now that might scare you off, but here, let me tell you about the air conditioning. The air conditioners are for each wing of the area of the house. So the doors are very thick, they're shut, and this house was built for just absolute, to keep the heat in and to keep the cool in. Our average bill for electricity in the summertime was anywhere from $275 to $350 for a 6,074 square foot home. Yeah, it's an amazing thing. We did have a problem with one of the air conditioners this past summer, so we had it replaced, so there's an actual brand new one. The sending units are in areas in the top. We wouldn't call them attics, but they're air handling in the top of the actual house itself. The house has 30-foot ceilings, and it has lights throughout. The house has been, well, as many as I could put LED lights in to save on electricity for those things. All of the lights you see here are all LEDs. The living room, which I'll show you all that later on in another video, looks a lot like that. And by the way, that's the contact information if you want to see our team there at Berkshire Hathaway. And there we go. Linda and Janet, they're awesome. What would I suggest for this house? Well, as far as people buying this house, it's going to take a special person to buy this house. Normally, I would say, hey, anybody buy it because I want to sell it and go out and live on the coast and that sort of thing. But my recommendation is if you're a grandparent, if you're a single mom or a single dad with a substantial income, yeah, families could live here because it has the Jack and the Jill, but it's meant for entertaining. So basically what that means is it's got a big area for if you want to do Christmas and Thanksgiving and parties. It has a bar. It's just pretty much set up for entertaining. And the Blodgetts did a really good job building this house because, like I said, everything was thought of. There's a refrigerator and an ice maker in the bar. There is all of these unique features as far as the cabinetry go. When you open up things, there's other cabinets behind it in the kitchen. The windows are all Pella, which you know is very, very expensive. But the thing about it is, the price of the house, if you were to put this house somewhere in, say, Dallas-Fort Worth or LA or New York, this particular house, 6,075 square feet alone, we're talking millions of dollars, okay? Now, we have to pay, for insurance purposes, $1.6 million for insurance purposes. That doesn't mean we're paying $1 million, okay? That means we have to pay insurance for $1 million, which adds a little bit of money to the actual mortgage itself. Because to replace this house, they say it's going to take $1.6 million. So we know how much the house is worth. It's a wonderful place to live. It's great. We've enjoyed living here. For 6,075 square feet, I'm saying that 4,075 is a steal. When I say 4,075, it's $475,000 $475,000. And I'd hate to try to sell it for $475,000. But $475,000 is what the house is on the market for. Now, what could you use it for? Bed and breakfast. You could use it for an event center. You could rent it out to doctors, nurses. We have a hospital here in town. We have an excellent high school here as well. If you're a parent looking for a nice place to live, this is a good place. It's very quiet. If you're a retired couple or person and you want to just get away, but you want a big place because you want to do entertaining, this is the place. If you're looking to make movies, because yeah, we do have the movie makers out here with the 4-6's Ranch and everything. There's an interesting story I'll tell you about the 4-6's Ranch and how it relates back to this house in another video. But for the most part, this has been like 11 minutes, and I know it's way too long for a TikTok. But I'm going to have more videos about the house in the coming days. Thanks for listening, everybody. Have a good one.